Hey, what's going on, Sally? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. I wanted to thank you for trying out our site auditor. I hope you got some insight out of that. I wanted to follow up here with a video analysis for myself so I can provide some further insight from what I can see as a search marketer, as well as what the potential of what you could be doing if we were to tackle this SEO project together. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was I pulled up your website here on a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see kind of what's been working for you. So right off the bat, I can see that you have a decent amount of backlinks from referring domains. In case you didn't know what a referring domain is and backlink is, it's basically any websites out there that are pointing back to your website by a hyperlink. So let's say, for example, there is a blog that's called thecounselingblog.com, and they make a new blog post, and in that blog post they mention your website, and they say, hey, if you're looking for counseling in Orlando, visit lifecounselingorlando.com. And then that link would be able to point back to your website. So Sally, believe it or not, Google actually tracks all this data, all the different websites that are pointing to one another, and use that information to determine how authoritative your website is. So as long as the quality of the websites are good, and as long as they're relevant to your space, so in this example, it was counseling blog, right? So very relevant to what you do. As long as we have a lot of those links pointing back to your website, it shows Google that you're an authoritative website, and that's a very important metric in determining how high you rank in Google's algorithm for the different keywords you want to rank for, as well as how quickly you rank there. So they actually did a really good job of building out the backlinks. I don't know who's been doing your SEO until now, but they're doing a good job. The referring domains, 55. Right now, you want to shoot for about 200 to 300 referring domains. So you just want more backlinks pointing to your website, and that's going to continue to build the authority on your website. This organic keywords and the organic traffic is basically the different keywords that you currently rank in Google and the estimated number of people that are finding your website and visiting it organically. So you can see right here, if I pull up this tab right here, these are currently what you're ranking for in Google. So it looks like couples counseling near me. You got the 30 position marriage counselors near me. Now these are local terms, right? So when people are typing in couples counseling near me, it might not necessarily be people that are in Orlando. It could be anywhere in America. So these are okay keywords to target just because you are going to collect some. But the ones that you really want to focus on are the ones that have the city keyword in there. So like Orlando relationship counseling is one you currently rank for in the 8th position. It's just not a lot of volume for that. Counseling Orlando, Florida, looks like there's 40 searches. You're ranked number 18 for that. Couples counseling near me, 60. Anger management Orlando, 40. So you do have a lot of different kind of longer phrases that you currently rank for. But what I want to show you over here is a tab where I typed in counseling Orlando. What this does is it tells us kind of similar phrases to that, as well as how many searches per month that it gets. So you can see how couples counseling Orlando actually gets 200 searches per month, and I don't believe you currently rank for that phrase. Now, that is definitely something that you want to capture in your website, because I noticed that you do, I mean, you basically do all forms of counseling. So there's Orlando family counseling, marriage counseling, spirituality counseling, life coach. So honestly, Sally, just to let you know, from an SEO perspective, this website is very well built. It's not very common that I actually say that with a lot of these video analysis that I do, but they did a really good job of specifically targeting the keywords that you should rank for. So if I go into this page right here, you know what? I don't think Orlando. Here we go. So if I were to go in here, do you see this right here? This is an inner URL, a inner page within your website. And you can see how they've actually specifically targeted their inner URL for the phrase couples counseling Orlando. So they did a great job of building out these inner pages. This is exactly what we do when we work on websites. Now it's just a matter of making sure that you have the correct links and the correct keywords that are sprinkled into this. So we have the couples counseling Orlando. Now you want to be careful with a lot of this, because if you sprinkle this keyword in too many times, like right now I can see right off the bat, you've said this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in this page. Google will actually penalize you if you have this kind of keyword too many times. Before some of the recent updates, it was perfectly fine to really just layer your content in with the keywords you want to rank for. And that worked very well. But Google recognized that this was spammy and too many people were taking advantage of this and abusing it. And so they dialed it back. So they actually made a negative SEO portion of it where if you sprinkle in the keyword too many times in your content, they're actually going to negatively impact your rankings in the organic searches. So this is the kind of thing that we, study and things like that here at Mr. and Mrs. Leads because we stay on top of the Google algorithm. We know exactly what it takes to rank you to the top of Google. You already have the foundation in place. You have an awesome website in terms of an SEO perspective. I bet this is even a click to call. Yep. So yeah, so you have all the good elements on here. Now it's just a matter of just doing some slight changes to the actual content in case it was over optimized, and just continuing to get more links so you build the authority on your website. So I don't know if you currently have an SEO person that's doing your website right now. If they are, they're doing a lot of good stuff. There's definitely room for improvement though. So I'm not sure where you're at with your SEO and things like that, but we would love to talk to you more further about what we could do and see what we could work out and hash out. So again, I appreciate it if you watch this video all the way through, Sally. Hope you have a great rest of your day and week, and look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.